Tennessee has a huge advantage over Georgia, and here's what it is. But what's good, YouTube? It's your boy back with another video, man. And before we get into all this, if y'all can leave a like, comment, and subscribe for me. We on the grind of 2K. We like 50 or 40 off. We're so close. Y'all don't have to, but it really helps me out a lot, and it helps me keep on pushing out videos for y'all. Pushing out these football videos because I love making these videos. But yeah, y'all don't have to, like I said, but if y'all do, I'll really appreciate it. But let me just stop all this shabble babble and let's just get right into it. So if y'all live under a rock and don't know that #1 Tennessee is playing #3 Georgia tomorrow, I mean, y'all definitely have to know about this game. It's one of the hype games of the year. Probably is going to be the game of the year, except that Tennessee and Alabama one. But there's one more other game that I need to talk about before I get into this Tennessee game, and it's #6 Alabama against #10 LSU. Now, I already made a whole video about this game, but I'm finna just go over it a little bit with y'all because it's getting way too overlooked only because Tennessee and Georgia's playing. If Tennessee and Georgia's playing, this would be the game of the week right here. I mean, it's literally a top 10 matchup, and people don't even know how good LSU actually is. I mean, they have 2 losses in the season, which the first loss was their first game against FSU, and it was heartbreaking. I mean, it was like 24-23, and they just scored at the end of the game, and they was going for an extra point, and it got blocked. I already know LSU fans was upset after that game. I mean, it came down to the last point, and they was down by a pretty good bit, and they came back, and then that happened, so I know it was heartbreaking for them. But you already know I was happy because I'm an FSU fan. But ever since they lost that first game against FSU, everybody was saying, oh, their head coach sucks. LSU's going to be a terrible team this year, which after that game, their quarterback Jaden Daniels really stepped up. He started being the leader that they need on that team, and now they're a #10 ranked team. And even Alabama's head coach Nick Saban is worried about this game. He said this is a very challenging game. They're playing as well as anyone in the country. Jaden Daniels is probably as good as a quarterback passing and running as any you'll face. Which, if Nick Saban is worried about losing this game, you already know the players and the fans is worried too. But Nick Saban is right. They are playing as good as anybody in the country right now. Like I said, Jaden Daniels, their quarterback, really stepped up, and I feel like he's definitely at least a top 3 quarterback in the SEC right now, which is really, really good because only 2 other quarterbacks in the SEC that I can think that's probably better than him is Bryce Young, Alabama's quarterback, and Tennessee's quarterback, Hendon Hooker. Which, if y'all don't want to go watch my LSU and Alabama video, I'm finna just give y'all a brief summary. So I basically said if LSU can keep up with Alabama's offense, because I think they have one of the best offenses in the country with Tennessee, but if LSU can keep up with their offense and get a couple huge stops on defense, LSU's gonna upset them. And I know y'all probably like, whoa, you think LSU is gonna beat Alabama? And yes, I really do believe that if LSU can keep up with them, they're gonna upset them. And I said LSU's gonna win maybe by at least 3 to 7 points, so I think it's gonna be a really close game, and it's gonna come down to the wire. But I'm not saying LSU has a win for sure. If LSU comes out like hot and playing with fire, then I think they really have a good chance. But if they just come out and they're down and they're not getting hyped up, then Alabama's definitely going to pull away. Which I'm not going to talk any more about that game, but if y'all want to learn more, go watch my LSU and Alabama video. But now, that without further ado, let's just get into the main topic of this video, why I think Tennessee has a huge advantage over Georgia. So if y'all haven't been keeping up with Tennessee this year, I mean, they're the #1 ranked team for this week, and I feel like nobody's going to be able to stop them. I mean, they've been on a roll. They're like 8-0 or however many games they played. They haven't lost. They had that huge win over Alabama, which was like 52-49, something like that. which that was the other game of the year rather than this one they're playing against Georgia, which I feel like it's still going to be a really close game, but I just feel like Tennessee's going to pull away. I mean, Tennessee's offense is just too good, and y'all are probably like, Will, but Georgia has the best defense in the country. I mean, that is true, but this man right here is why they have a huge advantage over Georgia. His name is Jalen Hyatt, if you haven't heard of him, and if Hendon Hooker wasn't going to win the MVP this year, I mean, not the MVP, the Heisman, my fault. Jalen Hyatt would definitely be winning it. He's been playing incredible lately, and I feel like he's definitely the best wide receiver in college football right now. And y'all probably like, bro, Georgia can just literally double team him and they're gonna stop their offense. But whoa, slow your roll. You must have forgot about this man right here, Cedric Tillman. Even though they got Jalen Hyatt, they recently just got their All-American wide receiver back. So they got two really good wide receivers they got to try to guard. Even though Georgia has the best defense in the country, I still feel like they're going to have really big trouble like of these two wide receivers right here, because if not one of them's open, the other one's going to be open. I mean, there's no question about it. And these ain't no little average wide receivers I'm talking about here. These are future first round picks that's going to definitely be playing on Sundays. I mean, okay, just say Georgia does stop their two wide receivers. You still got to worry about this man, Hendon Hooker. I mean, he's probably one of the best quarterbacks in the country that can pass and hurt you on their feet. So even though they got to worry about the passing, you got to worry about Hendon Hooker running the ball also. I feel like Hendon Hooker is the only reason why they are number one right now. If they didn't have Hendon Hooker, I mean, just think about last year. There was an average team. I think they went like 7-6 or something like that. But this year, Hendon Hooker is playing like spectacular, and I just feel like he's a dual threat and that he can hurt you anywhere. You got to worry about literally everybody on their offense, and I feel like Georgia's defense is the best defense in the country, but I still feel like they're not going to be able to stop it. But I do feel like Georgia should be ranked number 2 instead of Ohio State. I mean, Ohio State did get that good win over Penn State, but they almost got beat. Penn State was up in like the fourth quarter, which Ohio State just made some good defensive plays, which just won them that game basically. But at the end of the day, this game is going to decide who's the number 1 ranked team in college football. But I'm finna start wrapping everything up right here, y'all boys. Like I said, I think Tennessee is going to beat Georgia by at least 7 to 10 points. I just feel like Georgia's defense is not going to be able to stop Tennessee's offense because they're just on a roll. Nobody's been able to stop them. I mean, they put up 52 points against Alabama, which Alabama put up 49, but Alabama probably has the next best offense in the country that's up to Tennessee's. But Tennessee is just doing way too good right now for Georgia for me to think to beat them. Plus, Tennessee has 3 huge playmakers on offense, which is Hendon Hooker, Jalen Hyatt, and they just got Cedric Tillman back. Now, if they didn't just get Cedric Tillman back, I would think Georgia would have a chance of beating them. But now they just got 2 really good wide receivers to worry about, plus their quarterback. But if y'all enjoyed this video, if y'all can leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It only takes like 30 seconds and it's free, like I said earlier. I mean, it helps me keep on pushing out these videos because I love making these college football videos for y'all. But let me know what y'all think about this game and who's gonna win in the comments. I love interacting with y'all also. I mean, like I said, I feel like Tennessee's gonna win by at least 7 to 10 points because their offense is just way too elite right now for Georgia to stop them. But yeah, I hope y'all boys have a nice day, and I'm out. Peace.